Do you guys know how bad it is when you have filmed something and then when you're editing you realise that when your camera died it did not save the file? That's like half a video. Seriously. Okay, so I was doing my like the order for the visuals and PV for the 8 singles that Anonymous, Mayberries, Kobo, Cute and Spinach have done. So I will go over it again. So at number 8 I have Kimisa Ilaba. Now Kimisa Ilaba as a song is really good, but when it comes to the PV it is just absolute shit. Kimisa Ilaba is just boring. When I first saw it, I pretty much had the same reaction that I did with the Matano show. I did not like it because it was just a dance shot and close-ups, and that was pretty much it. There was nothing amazing about it, and you could really see that there was no effort put into it, other than a change of costumes, which the Matano show admittedly did not have. So yeah, this was not an impressive PV. The girls all looked tired, they looked haggard. Reina looked old in it, like old. And I just don't think that it was a very good PV. The song I do love, but the PV I do not. The PV is just... I could have done without it really. It could have just been an awesome B-side. So I think that it was a very lazy PV, and I just don't really care for it at all. So yeah, that's just my opinion on it. After Kimisa Ilaba at number 7 is Golden Chinatown. Now, Golden Chinatown was last on my song list, and it's just moved like one down and whatnot. But this is kind of like, it's an okay PV, but it's not amazing. It's got visuals in it which are pretty, but what this lacks as a PV is group dynamic, character and personality. It does not have any of that. The only person in it who really stood out to me in the entire PV was Urina, because she looked like she wanted to be there. Everyone else looked like they would rather be somewhere else, like they'd be on the other side of the planet as opposed to being in Berry's Kobo. Another thing that did not go well with me with this video was that the girls did not look like they were a group. They just looked like they had been forced together, pushed together as a group and just told, oh, you're going to be here for this song, just dance and look pretty. And that's it. They did not mesh well as a group, and it looked messy and it looked bad. Again, visually I think that it's pretty, but what this falls flat on is that the group do not look like a group, and they do not have character or personality in it, and the only one who does look like she's putting any effort in to be in this song and who looks like she's enjoying it is Urina. And really, if you can only get one member to look like they're actually going for the song and anything, then you've got a pretty shitty group here. I just don't think that Berries are doing well in this, seriously, but that's just my opinion. The next song is actually Sayonara, it's Suki no Watashi. I quite like the song for Sayonara, it's Suki no Watashi, but this PV itself is freaking hilarious, and I don't think it's meant to be. You get the girls trying to look sexy in the song, and for me, I don't think Berry's Kobo can do sexy, because whenever they try to do sexy, it falls flat and it just looks like they're being silly, and it just makes me want to laugh. I pretty much burst out laughing when I saw this PV, and I won't watch this PV again because it's such a disaster when it comes to the dance. The clothes are awful. They are seriously awful. None of the clothes suit the girls. They don't look right. I did like the box scene, I have to admit. I really like the scene where the girls were in the boxes. The thing is, it did not show all of the girls in the boxes, like separately. It only showed a certain amount, which I do think kind of ruined it if they had other people in the boxes as well, instead of just like the core members who are singing. I think they would have pulled off a better PV and given more of a visualistic style, but they didn't, so that kind of fell flat. So I think the one thing that could have saved them in this PV from their horrendous clothes and their failure of a dance would have been that, but they didn't. So yeah. After saying that this is Suki no Watashi, I had Atarashi Watashi ni Nare down. Now, Atarashi Watashi ni Nare, I think the song is really amazing, and I do like the PV. I think the PV is good, but there are problems with the PV which no one can deny, such as the sexualization of certain age groups of the girls. Now, Smilage is a very young group. They don't have many members who have sex appeal, except for Dara, really, and yet they're sexualizing all these girls in this MV, and that is a bit problematic for most of us. Most of us don't like seeing these girls who are about 14 years old being sexualized at this age, and yes, it does feel wrong when you watch it, and when you remember the age, it's just like, it's wrong. But the thing is, I do like the MV. I don't think it's a bad MV, I just think that the sexualization of it and the dance do not like suit the group or the tones of the song. The dance is pretty funny when you watch it, kind of like Sayonara Usasuki no Itachi, but the thing is, we're not going to get over that sexualization thing. They are too young and it's just wrong. So after Atarashi Watashi ni Nare, there's Brainstorming, and Brainstorming as a song and a video, they are both at number 4 in this list, and that's because I just really do like it. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but for a Morning Musume PV, this is pretty damn epic. No storyline or anything, okay, I get that, but even though it's got the same formula, the visual style of it is really, really good. I can't deny that. The visual style of this is just perfect in my opinion. I mean, we get close-up shots and dance shots, of course, and then have some random parent shots, which I do find really random. But it just looks visually appealing. You've got the stage, which looks really, really cool, and then you have got this backing screen, which has the bars of the music going up and down during the beat. I like that. I think that is just fantastic. And I like the costumes as well. The costumes fit everyone. They look perfect. They look beautiful. I like the kind of like difference between the two groups. You've got red group and then you've got blue group. And I just thought it was really nice. I think that everything pulls together with this PV, and I think that it is one of the best that we have gotten. For Morning Musume, at least, in a while. It's not the best, but it is the best for Morning Musume in a while, and I do like it. I do appreciate the MV. I think it is nice, and yeah, that's why it's at number 4. Number 3 is Adam to No Dilemma, and whilst the video may not be like the most expensive, you've got to admit it's a very nice and visually pleasing video. The video itself is just like, it's like a plain white room, except you've got all these chains going around and they've got apples on them, and that's really, really cool. And then the main focus of the entire PV, even though it's just a white room with these silver chains, are the girls who are wearing costumes that represent Ivy. And I was for a while wondering, why does it represent Ivy? And then someone said to me, well, in the Bible, Adam and Eve cover the parts that matter when they're naked with Ivy, so that could be a symbolism to it. And then obviously the apple is symbolising Eve giving in to the snake, to the devil, in a sense, by taking the apple. And I thought that was pretty damn clever, but I do like that the main focus of it was Cute, who were just the only ones in colour in the entire MV. And then obviously you get the bed scenes, which are very visually suggestive in a sense, and then you've got the apples falling. I just thought that it was a well-structured PV, despite how simple it looks and despite how inexpensive it can be. But I just thought it was visually pleasing, and it is visually appealing to me as a person, and I like simple things, so it did work for me, which is why it's pretty high up on the list, but not exactly the highest. After Adam to No Dilemma is the other Kyoto MV, which is Kanashiki Amafuri, and I think everyone was surprised by how beautiful this turned out. The song may not be the most appealing to me, but the video itself is amazing. Kanashiki Amafuri as a video is an editor's dream, people. An editor's dream. I have obviously done editing media, such and blah blah blah, and seeing a video like that was extremely amazing. It was just like, cute, awesome, and I just think it's great. I know people say that it's still a cheap PV, but the thing is, it's got those visual styles to it which just make it look expensive and make it look really, really cool and different, and it definitely stands out. And I think Cute are getting really good MVs lately, because they are pretty much the top of Hello Project right now, and it's just amazing. So I think that it's amazing. That's my personal thing, and I know other people think it's amazing, but yeah. And then obviously we're going for my number 1 of the MVs, and this is also obviously my number 1 of the songs, and it is Yattaru-chan! Yes! I love Yataru-chan as an MV and as a song. It is just perfect. It is perfect Smiley. I don't care if it's tinfoil, I don't care if it's lightsabers or glow sticks or whatever they are, I don't care if they're in space cadet outfits. It's beautiful. It just screams Smiley, and it's got personality, it's got group dynamic, it's got visuals, it's got fun, it's got character, and it's just amazing. It's just pure perfection, and it just makes me think that Smiley are getting back on track, and it just makes me love them even more. And it has been such a long time since I've been so crazy about a song and an MV, and Smiley have just done it, and it has been a while since I loved them as much as I do now, because they have been falling behind for me, and it's just suddenly they pick themselves back up with this amazing song and amazing video. It's probably not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but for me this is the top of the top in Hello Project songs, like from all of the AA sides right now, and I can't wait for the next single. I'm really gaining hope for Smilage, and I think that all the groups except Berries have had really good MVs, and all of them have had really good songs. None of the songs are that bad. It's like I can remember all of them to a certain degree. Kanishi Kemifuri and Golden Chinatown are the only two that I don't really care about as songs, but I have liked what everyone has brought out so far in Hello Project, and it's just really good, and they're all really kick-ass. So what are your top songs and what are your top PVs from these new AA sides? And I hope you're having a nice day. Any questions or suggestions, leave them below, and I will get back to you. そして人生はキャンキャンキャンと